It's the end of the day with Ray. Hello, my friends. Okay, today's conversation is going to be a little bit tough. And if you're a Thoma Bravo fan, you're probably going to think Ray's beating up Thoma Bravo, but this is not what this is about. A few weeks ago, I did a video and I talked about Thoma Bravo and SolarWinds and the lawsuit that they're currently in right now. And folks, we'll see how all that pans out in the courts. But earlier this month, I read an article on Forbes. And the title of this article is really the problem that all businesses have to pay attention to, because this title is extremely disturbing. Private equity pushes deeper into cybersecurity as ransom attacks ramp up. The question I want to ask all the private equity players that are buying up all these cybersecurity companies is this: are you buying them up so you can profit off the hype? So you can buy up 2 or 3 of these, put them all together, consolidate all their costs, so you have an ROI on your investment? But is that really what we need in cybersecurity today, when the criminals are out there, are outpacing the smart, good actors? The cyber criminals are outpacing the smart actors, folks. And we can't allow our cybersecurity firms, with all their great intentions, to be gobbled up by private equity. And I know that private equity has a place. I'm not digging private equity. Private equity is a great platform to help businesses scale and grow. But at the same time, we're in a cyber war. Some of these attacks, the allegations are that they're country sponsored. This is a cyber war. And we can't allow our best cybersecurity companies to be gobbled up by private equity so they can clean up and make some investment money. This is just nuts. And like I said, this isn't about Thoma Bravo, but folks, think about it. We're not reading a whole lot about this in the industry's blogs or press, because here's the reality. In my opinion, Thoma Bravo owns the whole tech stack. They own the whole tech stack, folks. If you're in the document imaging channel, if you're an IT service provider and you're using ConnectWise, Thoma Bravo owns them. They own Continuum. And so the question is, who's investing in these cybersecurity companies to make them better, to make sure they have all the right tools in place? Who's invested in these cybersecurity companies to make sure that the end users are protected? And I think we need to change the game. Sometimes on the end of the day with Ray, I like to go back to the past, look around, and see if I could see something that I could reinvent for the future. And I remember a speech that Ronald Reagan gave March 23rd of 1983. That was my 22nd birthday, actually. I remember it vividly. And Ronald Reagan told the whole nation, basically telling the whole world, that he just developed what he would dub as Star Wars. Well, ladies and gentlemen, do you remember that? If you're as old as me, you remember that. But basically, Ronald Reagan told the whole world that we have a mechanism that could shoot down nuclear weapons before they ever have an opportunity to hit any kind of land. And then he went on to say that once this technology is perfected, he's going to share it with the whole world. Because he knew that if everybody had technology that could shoot down a missile before it ever hit land, then nuclear missiles would in fact become obsolete, right? That was the strategy. Folks, we need a strategy like that around cybersecurity, but not a bluff. We need a real strategy that'll wipe out cyber attacks to a point where they're irrelevant. Why can't we do this? We have individual companies out there, corporations out there, going to space. Jeff Bezos, Elon Musk. Surely we could get together as smart people from all over the world and put together a program that could go after these ransom bastards, if you will, these bad actors in the cyberspace. But we're not going to do that. We're not going to have the means to do that if we keep allowing private equity to gobble up all the cybersecurity companies. It's just something we got to think about. We got to talk about it. We need to be open and honest with the conversations, folks. Should we pay a fee? Call it a tax, if you will, on the usage of cybersecurity appliances, and that money goes into some kind of a pool to help an independent company or an independent organization manage and monitor what's going on in cybersecurity companies? You know, private equity organizations don't have to share the details of their finances. Maybe they should regarding cybersecurity. What's the investment going back into for R&D? Folks, I don't know. It's just something I'm thinking about. It's driving me crazy because I just can't imagine that we can have individuals go into space, but we can't get together collectively as really smart people and put an end to these cyber bastards that are trying to destroy the world and cause havoc all over the world with all this craziness in the cyber world. Just something to think about, because we all know this, my friends. Status quo is the killer of all that'll be invented. Don't get stuck in status quo, and I'll see you all tomorrow.